All right, just wanted to make a quick video lesson recapping all of these spikers. We got so many stocks in play right now. It is kind of crazy. Short sellers, be very careful, okay? No matter what you think about a company, no matter its fundamentals, in this market right now, it can keep spiking. You'll notice a lot of these, quote, veteran short sellers on Twitter who like to post a big screenshot here or there, they've been very quiet because they have been getting destroyed on stocks like DRWI, which keeps going from the twos, now spiking to the sixes again. I just want to point out a whole bunch of these plays because it's pretty fantastic and pretty impressive. And if you don't like to short sell, guess what? This is your market. So for me, I'm mainly a short seller. I'm trading very, very conservatively. STXS, I tried to short today. We got a little bit of a drop, but it actually used yesterday as a base at 150. So when it cracked, I was really happy down in the 140s. I was short like around 157, 158, 159. It didn't really crack that much. So as a short seller, understanding that you have to be conservative right now because, even though the markets are down 1%, right now the stock market is on fire and penny stocks are on fire. So when you see signs of a potential bottom, you gotta play it safe. Another one that keeps spiking, GNCA, okay? This one just keeps going. Let it go. As a short seller, people think I want all stocks to drop. No, when I'm not short, and currently I have no positions, I want all these stocks to go as high as possible. The key for you as a buyer is to understand that this is a hot market and look for stocks that can spike big. Pre-market, today I said INVT and LIVE were my top two potential watches. I tried to buy INVT here. I'm trying to do too much at once. I'm not optimized as a trader. I got to tell you that. For those of you who are in my market mastery, you see I'm trading with one laptop. I'm trying to give commentary and alerts. That hurts my trading. I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you the way it is. That's fine. I don't need to be optimized as a trader. I want to be optimized as a teacher. So when I tried to buy this here, I think my limit was like 280 and it went really quick. And, within I guess the next minute it's over 3. So even if I had bought this, even if I had alerted it, it would have been over, in what? What are we talking here? 4 minutes. I guess you did get a second top, but I probably would have been out on this failed morning spike. So I would have been in and out in like 3 minutes. I know you guys don't like that, but that's the trades right now, okay, with these morning spikes. If you want to try and capture these morning spikes, be prepared to get in and get out within 3, 4, 5 minutes. This one actually had a higher second high, but for all intents and purposes, it was a double top. So, from bottom to top, we're talking 260 to 330, 320. That's pretty good, 60 cents a share, but very choppy and very quick. So I want you to have the right mindset. So I missed this, but I'm more proud of students who didn't. Oh, SEED also. Was another delayed morning spiker. And again, any alert that I would have sent would have been irrelevant. You have to learn to spot these on your own. And that is why, I love this. Day Trader 99 was in at 163, out at 232, and he says stocks to trade is amazing. So I'm very proud of stocks to trade. If you want to get in on it, go to orders.stockstotrade.com. We have a 7-day free trial. That's it. But you gotta respect these kinds of hot plays. Luca nailed INVT. This was a better trade than I would have done. 264 to 306. That's pretty much the meat of the move. DB, second trade ever, and he was in at 271, out at 311, made a quick 80 bucks. I'm showing you these not just to brag about my students, but to show you example after example after example of people who have learned to utilize this volatility for profit. Whether you're in the 260s, 270s, 280s, you're out at 310, 320. This is the kind of profit that you can expect if you're quick. And it doesn't happen every day, but pretty much every day we've had some morning spikers. Here's Alex. This was a great trade. He made 500 bucks. This probably would have been close to what I was trying to do. But I didn't want to chase it in the 280s. In hindsight, should I have? Yes. As a trader, as a teacher, it doesn't really matter. I brought this stock up pre-market and I warned everybody this could be a morning spiker, and it was. And Alex got a quick, 500 bucks. So whether you make 80 bucks or 500 bucks, So many more of you. I'm sorry if I'm missing you. I'm trying to copy and paste from the chat room, and so much is going on. But I do want to highlight you guys. You know, we are the largest chat room for these low price stocks in the world, and I believe that our community is strong. So if you see somebody make a good call, if you see somebody make a good trade, give them props. I know, you know, how appreciative everyone is when you know, it clicks. It's not just about the money, it's about the self-sufficiency. I'm kind of glad that I didn't buy INVT or alert it, and in fact I missed it. So you guys who did it, guess what? You're self-sufficient. You don't need me. You're learning the patterns, and that's how it should be. You should never, ever rely or follow anybody else's alerts. It's all about going into a trade with a plan, creating your own plan, executing the plan, and sticking to the plan. So here's Cohen Jansen in at 275, out at 290. Alex, as I said, made 500. Jack was in at 273, out at 3, and then he gave me some private messages later. And he said, I just want to thank you for all your teachings. Today was the first day I successfully made 2 trades in INVT at 273, out at 3, then in at 295, out at 315. That's pretty good. You know, making 30 cents and 20 cents, it's not, you know, huge, but that's kind of sweet. And then he says, you know, a 950 back to the office job. So he had his little morning fix and, you know, some nice profits, and he took the meat of the move. Here is Runcic in at 250, out at 312. Very good job. Masi Mainio in at 299, out at 315. There was that dip, as I talked about. RN Trader nailed it. 293, out at 315. B-Means made a quick $100 in 2 minutes before work. 272, out at 287. Thanks, Tim, for helping me make more in 2 minutes than I make in a day. I don't even have to get dirty from changing oil here. And this is it. You know, remember, a few $100, $50, $200. I'm not saying aim for that, but I'm saying that, you know, if you have to take it, you take it. INVT, double topped. You can't just buy it and hold and hope. Sometimes these stocks can really run. You know, sometimes INVT has gone from 2 to 3 or even 2 to 4 in a day. Today is not that day, but there was still some profits to be had. So for me, I like selling too soon. I like playing it overly safe. Here is Adi Trades, INVT shorted, 315, covered at 290 for $250. Here is Indy Susan in at 290, out at 320. Dion E, nice screen name, in at 304, out at 321, made $140. Connor, very good trade on the morning spike on SKYS. SKYS keeps going too. It's fading a little bit, but you know, this is an earnings winner, and you know, I probably should have followed my earnings winner rule on day 2. I wouldn't be chasing it on day 3 or day 4, but day 2 of an earnings winner I like to buy, and that was where I messed up because there's some nice continuation, and it's solar and it has an ugly chart, so it's not totally unsurprising that I missed it, but it's nice to see that earnings winners you know, can keep going, and it's a good reminder. We haven't had a big earnings winner in a while. Here is Kumarosi in at 295, out at 318. Should have sold higher, but good, I finally did sell. Now it's failing, as Tim said. Exactly. Don't worry about your exit, okay? You can always try and do better, but for the vast majority of the time, you know, INVT, part of the reason why I didn't want to chase it is because it's a former pump. So it's not like this crystal clear, amazing earnings winner that has, you know, that's not dirty. It's a dirty stock, so you have to be careful with that. Here's Mustang. He actually shorted INVT, and he made 300, and you know, he stopped trying to hit home runs. This is a very good evolution of a trader. You don't have to hit home runs. Singles are very good. Here's Tom Finn. He's actually shorting seed, so you can short these morning spikes. That's very Tim Grittani. SS Flores, you know, shorted INVT at 312, covered at 282. And Jay Timeless shorted seed 217 to 195. Typical Tim Grittani, short the parabolic. And then JLM shorted. So it's kind of interesting. All of the beginner, all of these statements from the first, you know, roughly half hour, exactly the half hour, are longs. And then you look here, I'm missing a lot of people because I'm sorry, I have stuff to do, but you look and you see towards the middle of the day, you have better shorts. So start getting in the habit of looking for morning spikes being scared of morning spikes if you are shorting, and then, maybe being a little more aggressive towards midday if and when these spikes are failing, as INVT and Seed did. So quick lessons, a few $100s for a lot of students, and that's it. So I'll be back later in the afternoon in the chat room. I try not to trade midday, and then also after hours, you trading challenge students, I'm doing a Q&A webinar today, so come ready with questions. Thank you.
My name is Tim Sykes, and I teach people to trade stocks. I am a self-made multimillionaire.
So this is the ideal trade that I'm going to talk about. I want you guys to understand every single aspect of this trade.